Okay. So you want to be part of you want to be part of that 2 terabyte club, huh? See, the 2 terabyte club is for elite gamers, intelligent elite gamers. You're like, huh? Oh, by the way, hello viewers. Another beautiful day. Hope your 5 senses work, health and strength is good or excellent. What? Now, you want to be part of that 2 terabyte club, huh? See, the 2 terabyte club is for elite intelligent gamers. There are only 4 consoles that came with a 2 terabyte hard drive in it. One is the PS4 Pro Millennium Edition, and it was 4K and has a 4K Blu-ray player. Came with the camera, the controllers, and the remote. The Millennium Edition, right? That's the first one, and it can play PS4 games, and the PS4 is benefiting from the pandemic. Okay, yeah, because next year the Elden Ring expansion is coming out for Night Rain. The other console now is the Xbox One S, 2 terabyte. That also is a 4K Blu-ray console, and it plays 4K movies and HDR, but not 4K gaming. Right, and then you need to get the Connect for it, just like the PlayStation PS4 Pro Millennium Edition. So when you're online talking, you can use the camera as your mic. That console, the Xbox One S 2 terabyte, also has a remote for it, and the Connect and the controller. Yeah, right. So that's console number 2. The other console now, console number 3, is the Xbox One S Gears of War bundle, the red one. That one also has a 2 terabyte hard drive in it. Okay, and it plays 4K Blu-ray movies too. Okay, and you need the Connect for it and the remote. Yeah, and the good thing about the PS4 Pro Millennium Edition and the Xbox One S 2 terabyte, the white model, and the Gears of War model that I'm talking about now, you can all put a bigger hard drive on the exterior for all 3 of them. So those are 3 consoles right now that has a 2 terabyte hard drive built in them. Okay. The other console now is the Xbox Series X. The Xbox Series X. 2 terabyte model. Series X comes with a 2 terabyte hard drive built in. Okay, and it plays 4K Blu-ray movies and HDR and 4K gaming. So let's say you got the Xbox One S 2 terabyte model, but you never bought the One X that does 4K gaming, you can use the Xbox Series X to make up for it, okay, to do your 4K gaming. So those are the 4 consoles that comes with 2 terabyte built in. The PS4 Pro Millennium Edition, the Xbox One S 2 terabyte, the white model, the Xbox One S 2 terabyte, the Gears of War bundle, and then there's the Xbox Series X. Those 4 consoles are the 2 terabyte models, and if you're a gamer and you have all 4 models, then you're in the elite gamer class of gamers. Okay, those 4 consoles, and they all play 4K Blu-ray movies. They all do HDR. Yeah, and the good thing about those consoles, you don't have to mess with the internal unless you want to press unless you're going to put some new thermal paste on the CPUs to keep the CPU cooled, CPU and GPU cooled. That's about it. But all 4 consoles come with 2 terabytes of internal storage. And the good thing about that, now since you got the 2 terabyte, now you can put a bigger drive on the exterior, and you can use those 4 consoles now to make up for the consoles of the past. Well, except for the the Wii U and the Dreamcast, but those two are special too. But anyway, but I'm just talking about the 2 terabyte models. Those 4 consoles are the only consoles with a 2 terabyte hard drive built in them. The PlayStation 4 Millennium Edition, the Xbox One S 2 terabyte white model, the Xbox One S 2 terabyte, the Gears of War bundle, and the Xbox Series X. So all 4 consoles are all Blu-ray and HDR. Yeah. So yeah, you got those 4, you're good. And the good thing about the Xbox One and the PS4, they are benefiting from the pandemic. You know, I mean, whatever game comes out on the Series X and PS5, you know, some of them, those games, some of those games that's on the Series X and PS5 can be played on the Xbox One and PS4. So the PS4 and Xbox One is benefiting from the pandemic. Now, the other PS4 model consoles, like the one that comes with the 1 terabyte or the 500 gigs of storage, those can be upgraded. The internals hard drive for those, they can be upgraded to a 2 terabyte model, to a 2 terabyte internal storage, but it won't be the same as the main 4 that I mentioned, because the main 4 came with a 2 terabyte hard drive built in from jump, from the time they were released. So the PS4 Slim and the original PS4, the Xbox One models with the 1 terabyte hard drives in them, including the One X and the 500 gig models, those consoles, the internals can be turned into a 2 terabyte of storage. So yeah, but they won't be like the main 4 though. You can also put a 2 terabyte console in the PS3, but I think, because when the PS3 came out, I think PSM magazine was saying that you can put a 2 terabyte of storage, so that's max. That's the max it can hold. Of course, there's the Wii U with the external 2 terabyte storage support, and then of course there's the 360 that you can put I think a 16 terabyte hard drive on it. I think there's a mod for it where you put a 16 terabyte hard drive on it on the 360. You know, so yeah, but those but back to the main 4 though. Those main 4, the PS4 Millennium Edition, the Xbox One S 2 terabyte, the white one, the Xbox One S, the Gears of War one, the red one, and the Xbox Series X. Those four consoles are the main 4 when it comes to 2 terabytes of storage. You know, I mean, of course, with the PlayStation 5 Pro, you can put I think you can put like a 8 terabyte SSD in it. You know, I think that's the max it can hold. You know, yeah. But the main 4, yeah. If you got those consoles and you don't own any other console, you're part of the elite gamer class. You know, you can get the PS5 for extra if you want to upgrade its internals. You know. Now, when it comes to portable PCs, you know, like the portable PCs like the Steam Deck, Asus ROG, Lenovo Legion Go, MSI Claw, OXO, Logitech, Orange Pi, Odin, ANEO, 1X GPD. You know, those handhelds, their internals can be upgraded to a 2 terabytes of storage. You know, so those handhelds can handle 2 terabytes of SSD, whether in the 22, like I think 2240, 2230 format, or the 2280 format, somewhere around there. So yeah, but if you but seriously though, you can use those handheld to if you got those main 4 consoles, those main 4 that I talk about, whether the PS4 Millennium Edition or the Xbox One S 2 terabyte or the Xbox One S 2 terabyte Gears of War edition, and the Series X Gears of the Xbox Series X 2 terabyte. If you have those main 4 console in one of those portable PCs, you're good. You're really not missing out on anything. Tell you the truth, you're really not missing out on anything. You know, when it comes to video games. So yeah, those 4 consoles, man, they're special. And you know, if you have all those 4, you're part of that elite gamer class. Yeah. Now today I thought of this when I was like trying to think of a content to make, and I said make a video about it. But yeah, but those 4 consoles, they're special, man. The PlayStation 4 Millennium Edition, the Xbox One S 2 terabyte white model, the Xbox One S 2 terabyte again, the red Gears of War bundle model, and the Xbox Series X model, 2 terabyte model. Yeah, they're special, man. So you have those consoles, you're part of that elite gamer class. You know, the PS4, Xbox One are still getting updates. The Xbox Series X getting updates and new games are coming in. I think let's see, I think PS4 and Xbox One, like I said earlier, they're getting the Elden Ring expansion, the Night Rain expansion, and I think they're getting I think there's a Capcom Arcade Museum Part 3, you know, like our Capcom Fighting Collection Part 3 that they're making. So, and they're still those 2 consoles are still getting games, and they're still benefiting from the pandemic. Yeah, they're benefiting, man. So yeah, those consoles, man, they're a special bunch, you know. So and they're rare too, you know. So I remember going on Amazon, seeing like 2 Xbox One S white models, you know, for 2 terabyte, 2 of them for like $199 each, and they were just sitting there. I went back like a couple days later to see if they were still there. They're gone, you know. So yeah, those consoles are rare, man. So because you have 2 terabytes of internal storage, so you really don't have to worry about changing the hard drive or increasing the storage of the hard drive. They're fine. The only thing you do now is put a bigger hard drive on the exterior, and they're good, you know. And you're good. I remember seeing I think it was GameSpot. They had a PlayStation 4 Millennium Edition selling for like about, I think it was like 250, 260, somewhere around there. It was only one they had left. It's gone now. So yeah, those consoles, man, they're rare, man, because you're talking about 2 terabytes of internal storage. So whatever updates that are coming, you know, your console, they can handle. You ain't got to worry about swapping a hard drive out just to go get swapping out another hard drive and put it in a bigger one so you can collect the update. You already have the 2 terabytes of internal storage already. So yeah, they're good, man. So if you collected all 4 of those, very smart of you, you know. And if you sacrifice some consoles just to keep if you sacrifice those consoles just to keep those 4, very smart of you again, you know, because I mean you can't keep every console with you, you know. Can't keep every console with you. You can keep the ones that you enjoy, what you like, or what you're comfortable with, you know. So yeah, that's the thing about this video game stuff. You can do that. So yeah. But if you got all 4 models, that means that you had to sacrifice like some consoles of the past, you know, that you might have had an attachment to, but you probably use the Xbox One One S 2 terabyte to make up for the 3. Okay, since you don't have a 360 or the original Xbox, you can play a lot of the original Xbox games in 360 on your Xbox One. Or if you got the PS4 Millennium Edition, and you probably gave up a PS3 and PS2 or PS1 just to keep that console, but still you can still play PlayStation 1 games and PlayStation 2 games on that Millennium Edition. So when it comes to only those 4 consoles, man, you're gonna have to sacrifice something, you know, to maintain those four, because they are a rare breed of consoles, you know. And now some people might try to take a 1 terabyte model of a PS4 and Xbox One, and then swap the hard drive out, and then try to put a 2 terabyte in and try to make it look like it was the original model. But you can tell if it's not the original models or not, because the original models, they're the main four, they're built a certain way, you know. So yeah. But those 4 consoles, man, to own those 4 consoles, you're gonna have to sacrifice, you know, meaning that you're gonna have to give up some consoles of the past, knowing what you're giving up, and then you're using those 4 with the 2 terabyte hard drive built in to make up for those that are limited. So yeah, a lot of thought process that goes into those 4, man. Into those 4 consoles, if you think about keeping them. And if you go online and see the prices now, they're expensive. You know, they're expensive for those consoles, man. So yeah, but they're definitely worth keeping though. But just be aware that when you get them, you know, you have to get all the parts with it, you know. If it's the Xbox One and the PS4 models, then you got to get the cameras, meaning the Kinect and the camera for the PS4. Got to get the remote for both, the controllers, all the HDMI cables and all. Yeah, the same goes for the Series X, you know. So yeah, but they're worth keeping. And if you have all 4, you got 4 Blu-ray players on your hands. I mean, that you have, you know. So each model can handle a certain format of CD, you know. So yeah, that's the good part about those. So man, having those 4 consoles too, is a privilege. You know, you're in a privileged position, you know. You're in a privileged position to own those 4 consoles, but you will have to sacrifice some consoles to keep those main 4. The PS4 Pro Millennium Edition, 2 terabyte model, the Xbox One S, 2 terabyte model, white one, the Gears of War bundle, 2 terabyte Xbox One model, and then the Xbox Series X. Yeah. So yeah, you have to sacrifice, man. And if you, let's say you got both the One S version of the 2 terabyte model, and you don't have a One X, well, you use the Series X to make up for the series. You use a 2 terabyte Series X model to make up for the One X. Yeah, but they're good, man. They're good, man. So yeah, I was looking at consoles today. I said, man, look, I was looking at it and I said, you know, I need to talk about this, you know, because I don't see nobody really talking about it. But those 4 models, man, they're special, man. And then the thing is too, when you have all 4 models, you save some money, because one, you don't have to go through the headache that most people went through, like when they had the 1 terabyte models, you know, and then they probably ran out of room and now they gotta come up with go buy a new the same hard drive but in a 2 terabyte format, and then try to put it back in the console to try to get it to work. So you save some money that way, man. And the money that you save when you buy those models, you use that money to buy a bigger storage for the external. So they're worth it, man. They're worth it. So yeah, the PS4, Xbox One, they're still getting games. It's still getting updates. And so is the Series X, you know, still getting games and still getting updates, man. So they're all good, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, all the consoles, they're special in their own way. But those 4, yeah, they're something, man. They're definitely worth it, man, because it saves you a lot of headaches, man. You know, yeah, save you a lot of headaches of, you know, like when it comes to like when you try to save games and stuff, you know. And the good thing about the PS4 and Xbox One too, you can play the Xbox One now. You can play it offline, thanks to me, because I got on Microsoft about it. And the PS4, you can play your games offline. So yeah, so along with I think with the Series X too. So yeah, That's the good part, man. So that's the benefits of like owning those 4 consoles, man. Because you know, you know, you have it's you have to think it through. You have to think it through though. Like, okay, you know, what's the benefits of having those 4 consoles versus having the consoles of the past, and then you look at them and you'll see like, oh, definitely worth it, you know. So yeah, they are, man. So anyway, man, but that's just my thoughts on the whole thing, though. You know, on this whole little video about those 4. When it comes to those 4 those 4 models, you know, those 4 models, you need those 4 to be a part of the 2 terabyte club. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this video if y'all enjoyed it. Nice talking to you people again. Crystal Star Wars Star Trek thing. Port 36. Go. Peace.